I have a feeling over the next little while, you are going to hear a lot more about promissory notes. When it comes to dealing with mortgage brokers, promissory notes, I want to make very clear, are glorified IOU notes. Okay, literally, remember when you would be, you went to high school and you were coming out of the cafeteria, and there was always a guy standing there asking for your extra change to go buy something in the cafeteria. It's not because he was hungry; he just didn't want to spend his own money. He wanted your money, and he would say, I would pay you back. That's literally what we're looking at when it comes to promissory notes in the mortgage space and in the lending space in Canada. So if you're ever presented with somebody wanting to get you to sign a promissory note, you should run the other way. They should literally make promissory notes out of the linings of dog litter bags because that's all they're good for. A promissory note is a glorified IOU for somebody to pay you back the money you've given them, and it's not registered on a property. It's got no collateral. It is literally a piece of paper. So, a lot of news coming out in Ontario this past week about this article pertaining to landlords basically defaulting on a bunch of their debts that they have. And it all trickles back down to mortgage brokers basically being the resource of funds for people to finance these crazy purchases and acquire so many properties. So this video is predominantly about when you should give a mortgage broker money and how you should be giving them money. Here we go. So number one, never ever write a check to a mortgage broker in their personal name. Absolutely not, full stop. In the province of Ontario, you should be issuing a check to a brokerage, not a mortgage broker, but their parent company, so that those funds can be distributed to the mortgage broker themselves. I've made videos and tweets and topics about this all the time. Do not give your money directly to a mortgage broker, not cash, not personal check. It has to be to the brokerage. Okay, even on the FSRA website here in Ontario, it clearly states that a mortgage broker can get a retainer for a mortgage being underwritten and sought after for the client as long as it's over $400,000. So what does that mean? Somebody's purchasing a home and maybe they're an alternative client and there's going to be a lot of work going into this file. You would charge a retainer fee, so you would charge for your fee up front. If the mortgage amount is over $400,000, you're allowed to do that in Ontario. I have never charged a retainer for a mortgage application or a file that we're looking to get approved. Have I ever charged a mortgage brokerage fee or a mortgage broker fee? Absolutely. But guess what? It's always disclosed upfront before any paperwork is signed. It's always in the disclosure paperwork. Here in Ontario, you have a disclosure to borrower on all the costs that are associated with the mortgage. Those fees have to be in those disclosure forms, okay? It has to be disclosed to the borrower what the fees are. You should never be in a situation where at the 11th hour at the lawyer's office, you're surprised with a fee to be paid. So, promissory notes. What is a promissory note? It's literally an IOU. It's literally a piece of paper that you've signed that says, hey, you're going to give us this money and we're going to do great things with it. And we just owe you to pay it back to you. Run. Hot garbage. Also, a lot of these purchases that were being made in these situations were 100% financing. Like no room for error. If you're buying a property for 700,000 or 300,000 or 500,000, it doesn't really matter. If you're financing it to 100% loan to value, there is zero room for error. There is zero room for risk there. You're leveraged to the gills. Private lenders lending their private money out to homeowners will go to 70, 75% loan to value, maybe 80. If you want to get real crazy, maybe 85% loan to value, maybe not 100%, not 100% financing. That's insanity. So, what is most shocking about this is that this is not the first time we've heard about stories like this. There is this article from 2022 outlining the same scheme. Investors buying gobs of money, promising people great returns on their money, and it got shut down. But this was all done through promissory notes. Please, I urge you, if you're ever in a situation where somebody's selling you the dream of mass fortune, 100% financing, promissory notes, gobs of properties, become wealthy today, just stop and go the other way. Seriously consider walking the other way, because this is not the first time we're going to be hearing about these stories, and this is not going to be the last time. So, promissory notes is something that we're all going to be hearing a lot more about in the coming 12 months. I can almost guarantee you. Stay safe out there. Reach out to a mortgage broker who is trusted, who's got a great track record, who's not driving around in a Lamborghini, who's not, 1,000 doors at 100% financing. There are mortgage investment corps, there are mortgage brokers, there are real estate investors out there that will help you, just not at 100% financing. That's crazy. If you want to reach out, DM me. The DMs are always open. Take it easy.